Oh, hey, welcome. Third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, or whatever amount of times I've played this. Let's get into it. A little crash team rifle.
Start your engines.
Skip the intro.
America production.
Man, you know what? I've never skipped this, and I just realized you can't. Amount of words to say about this thing.
Naughty Dog creation.
Libation. There we go. Hey, welcome. Me hanging out for a few 3-minute stream. Playing CTR. Yep. Yeah, I don't mind if you don't watch. There's probably not going to be too much I'll have to say, and just kind of running away from the fact that I chose Dingo Dial back in the day. I love Dingo Dial, there's nothing to say about that. But then, maybe Teeny Tiger, Tiny, I might have went with him instead. I don't recall ever playing as, like, Crash. Maybe just, like, of course, single-player mode, the other games. No thanks, you know? I'm not gonna get this. Well, let's see. Let's give myself some confidence. Oh shit, why are they sound like wamples? Oh shit, jump. Imagine jumping, like, here comes the jump. That's a normal occurrence for a car. Oh, hey Christo. Oh man. What a daily activity. You gotta jump in the car coming up. What? Oh, what? I blame Ozu for that one. Nobody but Ozu as a whole. Are you talking about the mouse character? Nah, bro, I'll look back and see if he did. Get back to you on that. Ah, I'll take 15. 14, well... You know what? I could give that another shot. I'm exiting as I clicked it. I was like thinking, you know, I'll give it another shot. That's like, whoops. Now we gotta reload a 20-year-old game. And these games back in the day did not have like savage. Oh, thanks. Yeah. Gave sub from Jason. Ended. Oh. Like, you play like something like a current day League of Legends, they will have like the metadata saved on your computer, so you get back into a match quicker than something like a PS1 disc. This shit, you like have to find that area on the disc again where the clear crystal is. I don't know why I'm talking about this. I just got off work, man. I wanted to chill out and think not about that. No, I didn't get off work, but I just got up doing paperwork. So pretty much standardized, same thing. Boring, vague info to not tell you. My microphone is going, I guess. Yeah, okay, I got this. I know where the others are. I think I just didn't hit the middle. Yo, the middle, Mr. White. No, I don't got it. I don't even know what the others are. One here. Oh, I would have almost had it, though. I would have almost had... He would have almost had it. I got it. Oh, he's going that way. Bro, this looks like my brother. He's skateboarding. It's just a joy to play this. I'll make noises like that. Oh no! What happened? Oh, okay, never mind. I won't make noises like that. I thought the game crashed. My PS1 will, well, it's a PS3. We'll do this thing where the console will just crash, but it doesn't tend to do it 2 times in a row. And I already did it the 1 time. But the full monitor went static for a full 2 seconds. Looked over at the OBS, it was fine. Huh. Oh no! Oh, those sirens. What the heck? Trying to drive a car. It's just like... It always counts you off when you're playing racing game. I guess any situation you do a race, you have to know when the race begins. It's always very official in racing game. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I guess that means go? Cool, dude. How you doing, dude? Alright, see ya. Have a good night. I'll be here. Had to take one for the team. The crash team, too. Oh my. Or the others. Oh shit, I didn't see it. Oh, fuck you! I didn't know it does that. I don't think I remember that. Like, you hold on to the drift the whole time. A little detail. I never remembered. Oh shoot. Just go, go, go! You know this is called Crash Go for a reason. Do that too many times. Don't touch the nitro that many. Or more than 2? Too many. Oh. Oh shoot. I don't know this one. A little rocky road, a little. Ah, Bulldog. I think I still got it. Yeah. I wonder what item I got. What a turd. Just for that little movement. It reminds me of this one time I had to move a chair in the middle of a restaurant. It made the loudest noise. Static. What a wild start to the stream. Hey guys. More streams on the run coming up tomorrow, the following day, and then have a few more every other day for a little, and then indeterminate after that. Almost didn't have 17 then. What? You know what? Restart. I don't know what happened there. You know, I think it was the elastic band that's around my controller that paused it. This is like a knockoff PlayStation controller, and so I have it just plugged in at all times with the charger thingy mabob, the backup button. And with doing so, I have elastic band to hold it in place. Also, it could be really old controller. Like it might be getting a little stale, a little gunky or something. Gotta get that gamer grease spray. Alright, take care of Christo. Yeah, he has a phone charge to be had. Got very busy, in fact. That made him sad face emoticon. I understand, man. You have a good one. Good night, dude. What the fuck? I'm not leaving. What the fuck? Why are you telling me? Why is that what of our conversation this is? Of note of interest. Thanks? Dude. I went through a full battery charge yesterday. From a hundo all the way to about 20. How can you do something like that? It's a rare day of a lot of usage. This might be the one, guys. Thank you for the battery-powered nitro field day. I believe in myself somewhat. Yeah. There's probably the best route is like somebody online, they put like a map on which way which direction you go. It has like jagged, dotted lines. This is your best route to do the walkthrough of this level. I'm like, no. Yeah, at least I got freaking the same high score as I got 10 years ago. I feel like when I was younger, when I played these bonus maps, I was able to get them a little bit easier. I do recall them being tough, but I don't remember it being standout like this is where I kind of like had to play it over and over. I remember when you redo a level, you're supposed to get like the crystal wrath, the stone of truth or something. You have to collect CTR, the letters, something of those things. One of those are really hard later up in the game. I don't really recall these being like on exact time you have to get it and how much feasible room otherwise. which is great because they really gave gamers a 90s experience of a unforgettable game with just a challenge. For the 2000s gamers, though, good luck. 2010s, 2020s? And what are we calling this era? We get to figure that out. We just saying 20s again? 2000, 2022, 2020s. Couple of twos. How about the DOS era? Could we go back to calling it that? You know, I'm not gonna go that. That's that little jump I have to turn. Keep not being able to get that, so I'll go this route. Say, oh no. I don't know what that friggin' dingo just said. This is Wario. Wow. Oh shit, I forget about that one. Just do a big old turn and go in the arena. Jump over, but don't get it. That would have been good. That could have been our time. Hey, when you go to the store, can you not pick me up a glass of milk? You know, when you get there, just, you know, can you just not get a jug of milk? Thank you, man. So are you asking me to get milk? No, can you not get milk? That'd be really confusing. Like, so I got you not milk. I got you water, soda instead. Thanks. I remember I went to the conventional store once and I was just supposed to get like carrots or maybe it was corn. Frozen corn, I believe. And that was the only reason for me going. Like, it was in the middle of like dinner being cooked and let's also add corn to the meal. And so I just go do that because I wasn't the one cooking. I would just go get it and bring it home and then cook it. But when I got there, I saw like a few other things that I had to get on my like list. And I didn't get the corn. I came home with like, I guess the complete forgetting of why I even went to the store. Like, I had other things on my mind by the time I got outside that when I hit the store is like, oh shoot, yeah, let's get some cookies. I think I went back after that, like, I got a few items, but I didn't get what we required me to go to the store for. And that happens every now and again. I feel like that's the story that happens at least like once in someone's family. You know, maybe 50% of families can relate. I don't think it was peas. I feel like it was a C word. I feel like it was at least corn or carrots. I don't know. This is not necessary to be telling. It's like Dingo Of Destiny. So I had to get corn at the store and I forgot to get it. Silly, you know, it's something that happens. It's just a me thing, you know. I feel like I've heard someone tell that story before, something of that I remember having it happen. I didn't take that from him. Why would I took that material from Amy Schumer? No, like, what would I even gain from filling the silence like that? How did I get to that part? How did I start talking about that? Guess Christ only said 15, so that wasn't related. He only said 15 and then said goodnight. Then went on to say 11? Is that what grade you're in? I don't need to know. Yeah, I'm 11% grade. Out of 12. Make it another number. Oh, balls. I must just not do 2 hours of this. There's your other number. I didn't quite get to the line, but to a different player, they'd probably do it with like a few seconds to spare. Restarting. Hey guys, welcome to the stream. Thank you for voting for me at the Webbies. Appreciate it. I don't know how that works. I didn't even know that was a thing. But apparently it's as old as me. My 5 words are dedicated. To... How many of these Crash Team Racing streams am I gonna do? Thanks for wondering. Probably more than Pac-Man. But there is a secondary Pac-Man game. The adventures will always go on. This is not a good run. Not a good drive. Let's go home and start. What the fuck? Who's doing that? Let's just go home and restart our drive to the store. I didn't like all of like the red lights that we hit. It wasn't good time. It wasn't good. You know, GG. I hit that wall quite quickly after just running into the... and I can get back up. Hello. I'm out of here. Tried my strife at it. I'll go do the level 1-1. You would think that one would be a little easier. But I remember the layout of it isn't. See you, Christo. Remember that one being an immediate, like, tough. From the get-go, like, there wasn't anything... seemed like the layout displayed a correct, beautiful path. Hydrate? I'm fine. I can't even reach it. Is this one? Iced tea, indeterminable flavor. Starts you off with this one, and that's on the map. It's like that's the last one you're supposed to get. Speedrunners hate this tactic. but swear by it. How do I forget how to change that kilometer thingy? The speedometer? I turned it on, I believe. Not the click of the analogs. Yeah, that one's, this one, that's gonna blow, that one. Anything with a hill that has to do with things like biking up a hill. Such a determining factor if you're gonna like move to that windy city because it has so many hills. If you're a biker, you know? If you're a skateboarder, you're a hill maniac. Hillo clock. But well, unless you're like a really incredibly moving biker that's more than your hobby. This one's probably gonna be a tad easier than the other though. Ever so slightly. I'll just get like 19 each time. Whoa! It's gonna tip over. Pink or purple, maybe. Blurple. Bristles. Dingo out. We don't want to know what you do with those later. Alright. Oh shit! Almost tried going up the friggin' ramp. Looks like a spiral area. I forgot how to speed boost. It's been a while. It's been a while since I played it. 2 months? Maybe a little bit more? Maybe less. I tried speed boosting at the end, but I forgot what the button is. And that's something you gotta be like asked with. That speed boost. Tell me about it. Hey. There you go. I don't even know what button I pressed. I just pressed all of them at once. There's the toughest one in the basket. Now let's get the rest of the quaint crew. Quaint. This word offends older people. I called someone's house quaint once, and they got mad at me. Like, they were in a pissy mood for a 70-year-old or however old they were. You're not supposed to. How old are they? You're not supposed to say that either. And I just kind of meant like it was old time. Well, not old timey. It's just like there's like a nice feel to it, like an old. Not old. I'm trying to say old-timey without saying the word old. But that feeling of like farm-like. Okay. The essence of it had such a nice feeling. It wasn't a modern house, and it wasn't even something that you saw as something that was even a few years back. It didn't try to be modern, and I kind of just wanted to compliment them with as little vocabulary as possible. And yeah, they didn't like that word, I guess. It might not even be the word I used, it's just like the connotation, who's saying it, and what you think they mean by saying it. As much as I was just trying to say like quaint, which I think means some sort of classic, reserved, in the fashion, but not modern in the fashion. They didn't like that. Maybe I didn't know the definition. Maybe they had a different definition for it. Maybe once they were called quaint, and they just have always not liked it. They had a battle with their once friend that they had. And they said, "You're just so quaint. You're just so quaint. I'm never speaking to you again." Just going crazy over the word quaint of whatever it meant. Echoes, and then, you know, chapters later, I enter their home and I say, "This is such a quaint home. You traitor! You must be the son or daughter of that person." I don't remember how they reacted at first when I even called it that, and I've been going on this for like way too long. Yeah, dude. And then when I went on to just kind of hear how they said that, or how they reacted, I just kind of like apologized. They kind of just knew they didn't like that I called it what I said. Inkyog Champ, you gave me a tip in chat of how to speed boost. But that's not quite what I need in this level. I mean, drifting, always good to learn. This guy has quite a drift learning curve, a curse, you know, something of that nature. That you'll always have to, like, drift just to turn. Heads. Or tails. Which one would you choose? I know you're on a timely delivery. You're supposed to maybe want those drifting like sploo, go faster, but I kind of want to like make sure I hit the corner and get the thing. I mean, I don't actually want to hit that wall, hit the corner, but just you don't want to go too fast because you don't want to miss the ramp. Thanks again for the quaint little tip. If speed boost wouldn't help me there, I would have just zoomed by it like I just did. But get fucked! Okay, 3 up here and then 1 in the middle. Oh no! Oh well. Let's try it again. That was the closest. And if I got it during the cutscene too, you would have clicked back in and be like, congrats. Good job. There's a lot of people don't feel on the journey you go on. I can give you this gameplay and talk through the routes of what I do. No one will really know what you're going through and really give you that kind of finish line that you anticipate. That's not what you come to doing streams to do. You know, I just wanted to play a game, had the fun. Before I started stream, I looked in the mirror and said, yeah, let's just do it. There's a little bit of a wire issue to get it connected. It's like, where did I put that? What are all these wires doing in my closet? Which one is this one for? Then once I got that over, it's like, okay, let's have some fun. And so you may just be my ever gob-stopping, lasting commentary track of whatever I'm saying, but you may not really even care. And that's completely fine. For all entertainment purposes, this guy can't handle all of it. I think it's sometimes just nice to see the game that you liked when you were younger. And it's great. I'm using a lot of half of my brain for this. This is really just played and kind of thinking about what I'm saying. Shoot, do I know where the other one is? How did I get them all in that amount of time? Oh, dude. That's always an issue. It's like, well, got them all except for the one that I don't remember where it was. I don't have them just blinkering on the map. Go for a swim. There is a way to put the map on there. I'm gonna just press every button. Unless maybe for these bonus maps, they don't have that. Can't quite recall. Damn, I did that pretty timely fashion. If only I knew where the other one was. Like 20 seconds to spare, too. That's not a lot in terms of other things. If there's 20 seconds to spare, you're like saying, phew. You don't have any time to do anything else. You just can like play with a yo-yo. You can pull out your yo-yo and twirl the thing around it. That's about it. The thing that the string, you know. That's like enough to stand up and then sit down. That's about as much as you can do in those seconds. Let's just say this one's for Sega. Damn, he died. Dingo. Rest in RP. We did one. We did one. Alright, thanks for watching the stream. That was a whole lot of getting there. These have like extra dingle dangs. And since we're so good with our we'll go ahead.
Get the lowest time you can by racing fast and breaking time crates. Each time crate you break will freeze the clock.
There was a medallion in this
place.
place.
Low enough time,
oh my gosh.
be awarded
Watch
a
out.
relic.
I believe we finished up world 2 or 3, the ice world, so we'd be on to get to the other stuff. For the new stuff. I don't know. We'll get there. Maybe a little later. But do I have to get all the crates as well? That like means each lap I can't like miss one. He might have just said that. But one of my neurons in my brain is like not even listening to what dialogue people say sometimes. I'm just kind of listening to the key points. And I remember this game, so why would I need to remember every piece of info that dialogue reset says? I might need to. That'd be difficult. Not that difficult. Possible? But probable? Man, what a crazy race. It says 115 for Sapphire. But it says out of 32, you would think that. Can't reach those.
Ow, ow.
Alright. We'll just take it like a good job enough. Potentially, you get like a green... I just missed the word that it said. Green thing. For getting all of the box as well. That was close. I almost lost to that other guy. Guy was like in Nigeria or something. He had a time of 9:99. Oh, hey, nice umbrella. Gotta watch this every time. And in second place, the guy who wasn't even racing.
Hey, you burned a relic.
To a Crash Cove challenge.
Collect the letters C, T, and R on each track and come in first place to win a CTR.
It's so POV.
Beware, some letters are hard to find.
Oh man. I'm sorry I imposed that on you, chat. This freaking mask just talking up a storm at you. That was scary. If he just started swearing, I wouldn't have been able to censor it. Crash crazy censors. Who knows? This game was made back in the 90s. I think this was the mode I had difficulties on in like Neocortex Castle, so it's a level that's further down the line. It was like kind of difficult to reach one of them.
Tiny squash duty.
Oh shoot. See what I'm saying, dude? I freaking love racers. I was just thinking about Diddy Kong Racing. A little era that I played Mario Kart on the DS for a while. I'd be like on the bus. I'd be at the bus stop going to a specific person's house. And I'd just be playing that for a few weeks. And maybe I moved on to Diddy Kong, but I feel like I played that way long ago. This was a few years back. This was like maybe 5. That how am I supposed to get that one? How do you get up there again? So, at least get first. Crash. Excuse me. Thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna have to really speed boost up a ramp to get up there. First lap, I'll try it out. I remember that first little section, but there's grass. Wait, how are you supposed to get up there? That I would like... Seriously, I would drive around the grass. This is like the first level. And so it's like the first obstacle in the first race. There's a little bit of grass that I don't want to drive over. Like playing GTA, but actually stopping at the stoplights. This little grass here. I remember I just like go around this. Like, oh. I don't know how you're supposed to get that. But I don't remember how you get up there. Check it out.
Wrong way!
Fine. Doing glitches. Here's what they are. Good to know. I was going the reverse way. Oh, I think I remember. You're supposed to get a TNT and then you bounce up there. Wait, what the heck is that over there? I thought there was a floating sandwich. I don't know what I saw. The minifig! Oh no, that's just the finish line. That seriously did look like a minifig. Just yoink this. Okay, Coco. Maybe later.
There you go.
Well, that's my first method of advice. You know, just get a TNT. You know, try that out. But then I have to get hit by my own TNT. Like I have to place it and then get it. Am I right? No, even touching his, it's like too much space that I'd have to drive over there to it. It's tiny. Oh, there feels like there was a bounce, but I don't think that's how you play on. I don't remember what that ability does. It just makes everyone's tires like flomp out for a little. Flomp. Here we go. Oh, but I gotta be like going that way too. Good try.
Tiny squash beauty cars.
And you probably have to get in like first to third place too. How much nostalgia I have just for seeing that beginning screen. It just being the racers, beginning the race. The boys. And, Coco Schmidt, you know. And Neogen, you know, this frickin' frick, whatever the frick that is. And Pira, oh my gosh. Pora, whatever. Oh, Polar! He's Polar gender.
Here comes Tiny.
And Tiny, you know. From classic cartoons as Tiny. See ya, Polar. Give me the goggles. Shoot. He shoot me. There's a bit of a different commentary mode that I had when I was doing the trucking stream the other day. Because while I was in that like stream of consciousness of just going on a drive, I would keep on talking, but I'd keep on like bouncing off of what I was talking about, like a run-on sentence type of stream. And then it wasn't until about an hour 40 minutes in that I realized I wasn't even having that being recorded to the stream audience. But this is just kind of like intermittent, it feels like. Is there a way to reverse? I might have to like place it and then go in a circle. take a hike, take a whole lap. And then you would think someone like Crash would just crash into it. Come on, goggles. Does Crash ever speak English? I bet he does. I bet he... I can't recall, but I feel like he has a point in time which he... Unintendable. Wow! Wow! And then just in the GameCube era, he just talks normally. Freaking baby's first steps, he finally learned how to speak. Hey, that was mine. Oh man. You got a TNT? What are you holding on to? Oh, he had a freaking TNT, dude! And you got rid of it. You know, I think that is the method. Otherwise, there's like some sort of bounce pad in the water there that I haven't tried enough. How did you just zoot over there, Crash? Oh, yeah, there you go! Wow! And you could drive on this ship. Yeah, pirates wrong way, yada yada. Nice. Yeah, we gotta make some makeup here. The lap of eyelash. I was trying to think of like the most convenient way to do it, but it's not. Like Foleying an entire movie after it's already had audio in it. You're just doing it to add extra work. It would have worked. It just would have took a few more races, probably. So let's make it this one. Well, we're on the final lap. Free poutines for everyone. Come on by for a good old night of inside escapery. We plan to enjoy the road and have you enjoy it as well. What'd you say? Mago! What's up, Mago? Trying to do 105%. I have always been wanting to do 155% for this game, so yeah, sure. Oh my gosh, medallion token of suit of armor! Of trying! I'm gonna do it kind of out of order, just, you know, I'm Dingo Dial. I'm a squirm in wherever I feel like doing it. So, we'll do another one of that. Maybe I do it later. Maybe I'll get that thingy as my final drive through. As Dingo looks out to the sun, he thinks of one last crash cove at a later point in time. But these ones, those ones are a little bit easier, it seemed like, to get. It's indeterminable. It's depends on the level. Oh yeah, didn't he die? Different from the Crash 3. I don't... He's like really Australian is all I remember. I don't remember the differences between the 3 games. Or if he even was in the second one. That's not why he was replaced, I think. Yeah, maybe. As a kid, I wouldn't have noticed. Even like, you go on to watch like Casper 2, The Great Adventures, the anime show of ever all time. After watching the first one, didn't notice, like, open season 1 to 2, I bet I didn't notice when I originally watched them. So as awesome as that fact is that I didn't know that, didn't care it either until I was just older, and then it was like, what a curious thing. Every iteration. Why didn't they get the Mario guy to do this? You know, the guy that retired on Mario? How could you? How could you? That actually does seem like a... How did he? Did he have difficulties actually retiring with it? He's on like a 2-year, 3 months and 17-day contract that it still has to be put through until he actually retires? Yeah, you can retire after 15 more games. That's pretty freaking sweet, dude. The amount of voice work there is out there, and then just how much there isn't, because a lot of people just do the same thing. Like, isn't popular animated show on TV all the same person? Besides like 2 roles? Shortcut in this track. I don't remember where that is. Hold on, let me look, see. Where's that like hidden gateway in the Mario 64 Penguin course level? Oh, is it this one? You're supposed to go through that way? Or the other one? Big hole in the tone of the walls? Whoa! Mago! I don't remember. I must know about it too. I just don't even. Is it in here? Is it that? Of the? Oh, it's like you do a little Tony Hawk up there. Oh, and then there's a. I think I got up there once. Not in this playthrough though. Anytime, Popeye. Yeah, using controller. Using a full-on PS something knockoff 360. It says P3. It doesn't say PS3. So it play 3 times. I guess PlayStation sometimes is just like one word. So it still says P. I almost lost a Roo there. Who would have thought? How could you? Anyway, hey, welcome stream, Mago. How's the Christmas tree coming? Is that very soon? You use a keyboard for this? Like the PlayStation keyboard? You remember that little thing? Oh, hey. Remember that little thing that attached on top of the PlayStation 3 controller? If you were a consumer of that thing. Anything else you want to say? What's going on in the mind of Dingo Dial? Thinking about a desert. And one cactus. And then like some sort of rodent runs by. Goes up the cactus. Sits there, blinks very loudly. A tumbleweed burps out of its mouth. What's going on in the mind of Dingo Dow? The third. Yeah, where are those coins at, bro? Well, how was I supposed to find this? Just zooming by. Like French fries. I meant to say like flies. But I thought flies had 2 words. They're just flying by like French flies. But oh, that one's a possible quiz to get. How are you supposed to get that one? Yeah, okay. Sometimes I hear Tiny saying, I'm tiny. I hear him saying, like, I'm dying here. I'm tiny. I'm dying here. I'm dying here. That's... the guy that needs to talk. Sometimes when I hear Crash or that cat, I think they're actually saying something like, ow. Here comes Tiny. Yeah, you know what? It legitimately isn't him saying I'm tiny. That would be more so like a Dingo Dial thing. I guess. I just thought, like, I don't know, what can we make him say? I'm tiny? Funny. Seems funny. Seems like it was what it was, and now that I think about it, it isn't. This might be my favorite level. This one out of all the levels that there is. No other level can I think of has those turtle jump pads. So that's my full argument as to what makes this the best level. And then this jump pad, just call the doctor and say, I need a checkup of nostalgia. And it's also a little correlated, like, when I did the Let's Play of it, the One Take Wonder of back in the 2 episodes 400 years ago. I remember really playing on this level. I think it was how I began the per se second episode. And I was kind of like grasping, like, I don't know if this is gonna work. Like, how's your day going, guys, or whatever I said in it. Like, who is your favorite character? Like, just the most common thing you could think of saying when playing game. As a Let's Play pursuit. Oops. I didn't mean to play the same thing again. Favorite character's Tofu. Thing is, she's no character. Tofu just is. How can you call that like a character? I didn't say anything. All I did was post one monkey in chat. My favorite Half-Life character is the guy who goes like, Gordon, good to see you. You have a job to get to. The guy that walked by and he said something about donuts in the beginning of the game. Yeah, I'm done talking about favoritism. All numbers and shit, dude. All star this, like that. Rather talk about the cake. Favorite. Second one. I'd rather talk about the cake I just ate. And congratulate my sister on making a lot of delectable, very good old, hey Peepo, good old pieces of cake. She's been on that like grind of one dessert after another. And holy frick fruck, they've been delicious. So can we get a clap for my sister, as she has made some good desserts. I forget what the first one was, but I mentioned it in a stream the other day, like a month ago. She made a carrot cake. Today she made a birthday cake. Like, it's a birthday, like, type. Like, that's the flavor of it. Can we get a clap? Shouts out. Chezarz Sifstar. Fucking got one shout out. Hopefully a few more coming. In Crash Bash, I'd probably also play Dingo Dow. But otherwise, I'd play Tiny. I'd always play those two in that one. I feel like in this, I at least like tried a few of the others. Like, I think I'd said earlier, like, I never would play Crash. But maybe in the racing I did. Maybe a little bit. I've always been playing on hard mode, I guess, though. I don't think that would... Is there any determining factors, like extra suit of armor, like Donkey Kong or Wario, when you're playing Crash Bash? There would be no differences to them, I don't think. They all have, like, the same stats in that, at least. That's another one I've never finished. I've got to the final, like, boss in this, but I've never 100%ed it. Crash Bash, never got to the final boss. Crash 3 Warped? Yes. 100%, I think. 1 and 2 I haven't played through. And it's also difficult when you, like, play with a friend. I remember I was playing like crash boosh with freaking Jerry, and we had to keep on retrying. You think it would be like simple, like there's 2 chances. I think we just found that it was like there was a bit of not as fun because someone would have to sit out sometimes so that we can make sure something. It was fun until we had to get the extra crystals and something. But otherwise, just playing through the level, the mini games. I wonder if you would even call that like a mini game, like game. Oh, thanks, man. Because in those like mini game-esque things, they're always like 90 seconds or way less, maybe even like 6. But Crash Bash, aren't they like freaking 2.5 minutes each? I can imagine we'll have a Crash Bash era on stream. Maybe even coinciding with this one, alongside it, you know? Fuck Coco, dude. That's what you get! Coco fans unite! But maybe not 100% Crash Bash. This one I can, that's a goal. That's at least. Out of all Crash games, this one.
Coming through.
And then Nitro fueled. I mixed fueled with nitro. Nitro. Then after 100% that one. That's insane. The race would have took 12 hours. It's not insane. That's just... It would have to be at least like speedrunners playing it, or someone who's 200%'d it before, if that's the number. Nitro Kart? Nah. Playing Nitro fueled. Then we got some Crash fans in chat. I mean, those are pretty common. You know, you'll see like a race thing and it'll take a quite long amount. So when I like joked and I said the amount of 12 hours, that's probably normal for a lot of games. You would just think like, oh, it's a race. It's gonna be like 2 minutes. It's gonna be 2-3 hours. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, I did mean the remake. Nitro fueled. Nitro Kart. And double team tag time racing. Not the one I plan to stream. After I beat this 120 something %, we're gonna do the remaster and only play it once. I played the Nitro Kart on the Game Boy, and I was so excited because I saw that Spyro was like an unlockable character. He was in that like unlockable thing that showed like, you know, in Smash Bros. Or I guess sometimes in Smash Bros. It shows like a dark shadow to indicate that there's a person there. I wasn't looking. Here we go. We made it. Oh, here's another. Oh, shoot. Fucking Coco Hard. You're saying stop hitting him to the walls around him? Life quote. This was a tough place for when I played him like a couple streams back of the CTR streams. This seems like this temple areas was like learn your drifting. And I was like, oh shit, I'm Dingo Dow. I gotta pick it up. But which mode am I playing? I guess it's the wrath. What is that freaking symbol called?
Out of my way!
Dude, it's always fun playing this. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for playing along with me, at least. Dude, I'm just gonna pretend you're Polar, Peepo. And Mago is Neo. Get back here, Mago Neek! You can be Crash. Wow! You're full of Coco, indeterminate different audience member. Oh, watch out, Dad. Yeah, I didn't really have current gen consoles. I was just always waiting for it to come to Steam or Windows. It might have hit Windows. It might have had like some sort of release on computer. I'm just a little pleb, like, frick, wait for the Steam release. I have not seen the CTR, whoops. Yeah, I got the T. Oh, I didn't even get it. Freaking turning for T. That's so cartoonish, because he just goes flying upwards. I don't know if it ever will. You gotta just keep hoping. If people keep requesting, I don't know. Someone has to be the head of that goes and says, we really want this, and then everyone else goes, yeah! And you would think that they would push the release schedule that they think about doing it of. Remaster, does it look good? I honestly haven't looked at it. Looks good? That's great.
Too bad.
Bird just got hit, there you go. It's someone else, I think. Your poor whatever. No, where's that R? Your Laluba? You over here? Sorry guys, I'm looking for a letter. Yeah, you say it, kitty. Anybody got a T, an R? Playing Boggle. Oh, I see it. See ya. Well, are ya later? Call you when I can. New character. Yeah. That's what thing to do with games nowadays is DLC new character.
Here you go.
I miss the days when it was just unlockable who's in the game I didn't know. That what? Sonic? Yeah, I knew Sonic was in that game.
Here you go.
Yeah, you go, Coco. Hitler. Whoa, guys. Turn down the heat just a little. She's trying to help out her brother, like, get better. Whoa, what is that turn? How do I do? What is that? How is that happening? What do you mean? They added tracks to Nitro Car, like mods? That one didn't get remastered. Did it? I don't think so. If they just put like Nitro Kart and this game into one, that would have been a good way to go. Maybe even the other one, sure. You can only wish for that, you know. It's skimming on time. I guess people can't do everything all in one day, on one release. Oh man, I barely even remember getting those characters. Like using the cheats to unlock them once, and then I just felt like I cheated. Like I'm only playing this once, and then I'm resetting the game. So I don't think I've ever played those besides one point of time. So I don't even know how many there are. There's like the alien guy. There's a different Crash named Dwarf or something, and Ugchamp. Penguin? Luigi? Oh, Penguin Yay 1. That's his name, eh? Oh, not the... Yeah, I don't even know what the final boss's name is, but it feels like his name is Octave. Maybe I've seen like a video where people put him in. Why did he do that? Good job, Dingo. On your own house as well. Thinking of that cactus. I must have played as Ripper-Roo. Like I used to really like that guy. It reminds me of Tasmanian Devil. Like, I'm not supposed to like him, but I played as him once. Citrus oxide. Maybe one day. Oh shit, how do you turn the fuck? I'm gonna turn this fuck around, guys. Oh shit. Can you do it? Not at all. Oh, it just falls off the screen. And Penguin with Yay 1. I got faith, you motherfucker! Sorry. I don't know why I got that mad while playing Pac-Man. Penta Penguin? Is that his name? They could have called it anything. It legitimately is probably just called Penguin in the menu. Or in the BIOS. He said bastard? Whoa. How much of a swear is that anymore? I never hear that word. The Wampa just said yup. Bastard cards. Bastard bandicoots. Or something you said earlier that was pretty good. Oh shoot, oh shoot! Yeah. Like the R word or the C letter. Wait, P guys. Oh shoot. Did he say, wait, is he saying good? Come on. It legitimately sounded like he said good boy, and that's not what he's saying. I got that one. Rat balls. The new character, Nostalgia Critic. Fuck. That was meant to happen there. Oh, yeah, I guess that... No, I don't know. Goodbye? I understand goo, they tend, like Australians just disintegrate a lot of letters in the language of English. What would he be saying bye to? What? Too bad. Okay, dude. I'm not talking to you, Dingo. I'm not gonna ask him. No, not freaking Toad. I lost to Neogen of all people, man. Oh, you gotta get first. Alright, I didn't know. So like first to third. I'm wearing a red toque. Don't mention cantaloupe. Heart. You know, I actually haven't heard the Dingo character talk that much. And now he talks as soon as I start talking to you, dude. Oh yeah, you want to take over the show, dude? Eat your wampa. Thanks, Crash. These have been the noises I haven't heard the most, I think, while playing this tonight. I just touched that wall for a little. Sometimes I launch a rocket while brushing my teeth. What? You too? Shall we? How relatable is this game, you guys? Good night, Peepo. I gotta go race this bed. How relatable is this game? Do you feel like this happens to you on occasion? When you gotta go to the mail office and the freaking person's in the way. Yeah, I gotta do catch up. I do a little mustard for this lap. Let's do some drifts. Yeah, frickin' penguin yay one. Yeah, when my cat goes meow, relatable. You know what, that was actually really insensitive of you to mention that because my cat does not meow. It was like not nice of you to mention that. Like, dude, how was I supposed to know? Lay off, man. Frick, I lost to my best friend. My workout buddy. Oh, I missed the Pac-Man back there. Whoops. I'll get it in the last lap and forget that I have to get it. Dude, I hope you had fun there, frickin' Polar. Hanging out with him? B Crash Bandicoot Mago Tisha Wocious? Now it's like your time to shine. It's all you, dude. Punches the fucking table. Whoa! How do I keep frickin'? Oh, about time? Dude, yeah. I was so concerned. I have not looked at any footage of that. I think when my favorite current YouTuber was playing it, I just kind of listened to the game. I don't want to spoil myself to that one. Yeah, he was not my favorite YouTuber ever. I'm talking about freaking... whatever. You were doing a joke, and then I was doing a character on the joke. It's fine. But I'm really happy about, like... I was about to not say anything serious. I should say something nice. Really happy that you came back to the stream and hung out the past, like, year and a half, man. And Peepo as well, like, popped in for a minute.
Bandicoot power!
Frickin' Bandicoot power to see him again. Or even Honey the other day. I mentioned that, but it was, you know, when my mic wasn't on. just seeing a username sometimes is, like, I use this word lightly, nostalgic. But, I was gonna say Pip. I wasn't! I was gonna say Uggy. I'm really happy for his, streaming career. That'll eventually happen. That guy, best of luck. Haven't seen any of his content, but I really like it so far. I wasn't gonna say Pip.
Take that.
Ugg and Pip are just 3 letters, so I accidentally said that when I saw your message. But you know, him too. Yeah. Oh, and hey. Heard you did a talking stream, man. Oh, thanks for the tip. Yeah. Oh shoot, you distracted me with your F word. I knew that that was coming up, and then I saw a whole letter. F? What? And I knew exactly who you were talking about too, dude. Don't worry. Every little letter is gonna turn out fine. In hope, hopefully. Hey, shout out to freaking Gary, dude. Yeah, we did it, Gary! We made a thing! I think there used to be a YouTube channel called I Made a Thing. I'm gonna search that. What am I thinking? What is that? I remember there's this awesome, like, animatic comic-like thing. It was very simple in animation. Oh, I'm thinking I did a thing? It was called, like, We Have Girlfriends. I loved that little show. Oh, tell me about the possum, though. I would go back to that on occasion. It was just, like, 4 people hanging out and telling stories. And I didn't even know these guys, but it was just very simple, like, made in paint little videos. The last 3 videos are about cars and not a telltale of what the channel once was. Steering wheel adjustment. And rear speaker repair. Backup cam. My favorite is about one that they were just in the neighborhood. They just basically like told stories of their teenage years, I think. With little color, just like little stick figures. I don't remember which one I liked the most. I would watch all of those again. Rollin' with Olin was pretty good. Still getting through that John era. Oh yeah. Let's do this thing. Let's try. Let's wish me some luck with some claps in chat. Maybe not that be difficult. Oh no. Thanks, you clapped that one off. Awesome. Or awesome. What's the plural of possum? It sounds like a gang. Possum sounds like a gang of something. Like there's a possum of people over there. Oh, posse, I guess is what I'm thinking. No wonder it sounded like. Thank you for clapping along as I kept saying those things. I got something in my eye, other than my eye. Possums. Maybe. Posse. I guess you could use. Alright. Get that thing out of my eye. We'll get out of here. I feel like I was just talking about this in my stream yesterday. Or maybe I was talking to somebody about it. Mooses. Did I mention walrus lately on chat? I don't recall who I was saying it to. I'm not gonna pull poo. Dude, that's the thing about gaming. You'll do a lot. And then you'll go back like 10 years later watching the footage or doing a replay. And you're like, wait, I don't even remember that level. Like, this was a part of the game? Oh. Like, even this whole, like, overworld section thing. It's such a mismemory, like, oh wow, I kind of barely remember this. Or how about in the remaster, do they have that in there? Why is that just... Oh man. Ah! Do they have the overworld thing? The Mario Galaxy thing? Oh, that's pretty sweet. Maybe they added some new levels. I think I wouldn't mind if they didn't, though. You know, to be opinionated and stuff. Like, you play one version, and it has the overworld. You play the other, and it doesn't. The way to do games. But only if you can... It'd be great if you transfer, like, change this one, and it doesn't have the overworld. The other one does have an overworld. Not how it works, though. Why does that sea look different? It was so... lion-y. It's kind of like Mod Nation Racers. It was for the online racing. And I hope they do. They still have a chance to do that. Free update. Come on, Bandai. Bandai Games. He got fucking fucked. Whoa! How many fucks can you fit in one sentence? A fucking fuck ton, if you fucking feel like it. If you fucking feel like fucking doing it. Okay, I gotta repent that. Oh shoot, I missed the T. I'll get some. Oh really? Oh man, I guess they moved on to greener fucking book. They went to Rumble. FX. Yeah, I guess I stopped seeing posts about it. There'd be like a new wave of a new character, or like the Battle Pass month. I'm in 5th place to unlock a special crate, or whatever they did. That was my only way know-how of how the game's DLC was going. to seeing like an image post, CTR remastered. We're adding character, and I don't even know if it was like we're adding character into DLC, along with special race of the month to get all the people to play it. We want fan support, but we have to at least do a thing to make it active. You know, they had to make it active by making an event out of it. Dude, yeah, man. Only in this level? Why did that? You have been disconnected from the access point. Good to know. I have like a router on my leg. I just drove super far away from it. I just had to go drive to get my driver's license. I don't even know what that message was for. You know, that I signed out of PSN Network. Surprising to see that that's still a thing on PS3, since they have 2 other iterations after it. I mean, cool, yeah. I mean, what can I even do on it? Like, I still play LBP on this? Oh, that's the only thing I would care about, though. Oh, do I'm in the streaming thing is I'm on the maybe I lost internet. Oh yeah, I think I did. I think we're still recording. In the red on the OBS. We're in the blue zone. I'll just turn around. Doesn't happen often. I'll just go offline on stream. We don't tend to lose internet. Though sometimes we do. I would assume I'm still recording. It says I am. Disconnected, reconnecting in 12, 11, 10 seconds. Attempt 6. I'm gonna make it 7. And then I just like change the memory card and I show 100%. Right, guys, you didn't miss much. Tag the wall there. We do lose internet a lot nowadays, though. What's up, guys? Hey! We lose internet every now and again. I think I'm still streaming. Earned enough protons? I think the new characters... Oh. It's one of those, like, PUBG things. Ooh. Is that how you do it? Just kind of like... How do you do that? More like a stationary thing. The slower you are, you can do that. The faster you go, the more life that passes you by. Hey guys, welcome back from the break. Don't tend to lose internet all that much, but every now and again, I feel like lately that happens, but not commonly on stream. I just got the course, I got the medallion, and then I did a tiny vlog by myself about not much. I just kind of was thinking about the internet and just kept saying the word internet over and over. Welcome back. Oh, wait a second. We are losing it again, I think. We are believing. Doesn't look like it says I'm streaming on Discord at least. I love my girlfriend. Looks like the message went through, but I don't know. Figure it out. That little UgChamp image, it wasn't coming back. I have to reload that. I don't know. I think I might be offline. Hope you enjoyed the show and the session. I did well. Quite did enjoy it, at least. Built this area. What is this area even supposed to mean? To locate it and be like, yeah, I vacation there every week. What does it symbolize, you know? No, it says temple and it's just something ancient, I suppose. Someplace looks like this area in person. I want to be there. Are we stream? Okay, I can't send a message in chat. I was trying to press the period button into the YouTube live comments. But internet broke for a little. Just back from the whole vlog toilet. How you doing? Oh yeah, man. It is a bop. Let me make sure my microphone's not. Yeah. The UgChamp image has still disappeared. Cool. Let's head out to the new area. I've been wanting to do some new maps. Maybe not do the whole boss tonight, but do a few new ones that I haven't seen in years. No, it's not like retina displayed. It's the opposite. It's nowhere to be found. Is that what that's called? Retina display? That's something else, I think. Retina display, I think it's just an eyeball thing. Anyway, yeah. Where's it over here? This? No, I just went in a circle. Where's the new one? Is the opposite, as in UgChamp's gone, man. The one with glasses? He's in other areas, like he's on the Discord, but he's not on OBS. That's scary, man. What does that mean? Is there even a new area? Where? Oh, wow. I love the 4th area of Diddy Kong Racing. These could be my least favorite levels, but coming up. Let's see. I think I probably love all of them. Except for that one. Oh, Pinstripe? You know, I kind of do want to see him. I feel like I might go that long into the stream. You know, like 7 minutes. I think it was still I think it was like still recording, so this will just be like one thing on YouTube. Let me check Twitch, see what stats are going on. Man, this was the map. This was the frickin' map that gave me a difficulty a bountiful of years ago. Okay, for the Twitch side, yeah, welcome to the stream, though. Ah! I love spiders. But that one was really big and not even real.
One for the road.
I think this is the level. I think this is the one with you have to go up this like speed boost in the middle of the castle. Oh my gosh. Learn to drift. Oh yeah, this is the bouncy staircase coming up. It was in here. This is where there was like the impossible crate to grab. It was like... Was this always there? I feel like it was somewhere around here I had to get that extra medallion. Whatever it is that I'm thinking about and have been thinking about. That made me legit like rage quit and stop going for 100% and playing it entirely. And to my core, like, I stopped learning how to play guitar because I didn't understand the instructions, the instructor, the visual. Like, I don't get how I'm supposed to like fret my fingers that way or something. And so I was just like trying, I was like, no, I don't get it, and I was starting to get peeved off, so I just stopped doing it. To have less further of that feeling, I'll just like, no, I'd rather be a monk of a person. Rather have listening feelings come to me. So before it gets too bad, I'll just stop. And hopefully things are good. It might have been in the same frame of years. I just remember I was trying to 100% this game old, some odd 10 years ago. And yeah, like when I was younger as well, but it was like my teenage years, and I tried at it again. It's fun. And guitar I was trying to learn 2015 or 16 or something. Wait, who just went ee like that? I don't recognize that voice line. What do I have to get first? Now this is relentless. What's Crash? That doesn't sound... I guess that doesn't sound like Neo. Yep. Things are well, man? Yeah, we're doing great. Some transactions underway. Don't like his voice in this game, particularly. I don't have an opinion on that. Like, oh my gosh, Mario. It doesn't get in the way of things. Unless it's like audibly, really audibly mood shifting. Like the voice actor doesn't know how to act. A sort of like sarcastic, what? How is the kingdom under fire? How could that be of such occurrence? In those circumstances, then the voice actor I would be annoyed by hearing over and over. Not really. I don't think I make too many notes about voice actors. But because they're my alongside buddies, they're always amazing. Mario mentioned number 3. What's the other? When did I? I don't know what it was, but I believe I said something about Mario today. I mentioned Luigi. For some reason. Have a good night. Oh shoot. Learned that today. Oh, it was exactly about voice actors. Yeah. My thing is, my knowledge about like freaking voice actors is limited, so I would just mention Mario or something. Whoa. I don't have much else to say after that. Just gonna try winning this race. That's great. I didn't read your message. O'Brien? It's really nice to see your passion come out sometimes. Every now and again, you'll just have such an opinion about a piece of media, a John Candy mention, reference of a thing. Sometimes I can look at your messages and it's just the question mark or I see and like, I don't know if they even, what do they care about? And then I get a message like that. Like, yeah, you really have lots. Love you, man.
Congratulations! You win a trophy!
Oh.
To access this track, you must first select the number of trophies required to turn on the warp
That's
pad.
barely a
To
hint.
get trophies, you must race other open tracks and come in first place.
Like saying tip. Like, wait. No, that's just general info. Wait, where's the other? I don't know if it's up there. I get over. I'm looking at the map and it's like I'm getting tunnel fucking vision. Over here. Oh, how do you get? To access this, you have to have another key. Whatever, dude. Oh no, don't activate it again. No, not over there. Let's go. I'll never play as the engine guy. Sorry to disappoint all the engine fans out there. You only get to see the back of him. Whoa! That was way too loud in my ears. And probably not for you. Oh man, they never. Followed by awesome fact. I think I have an awesome fact of the day. I'm gonna try making it not like, you know, I have spoons and forks in my house. It's not at all awesome. I got any awesome facts. I'm not a fact rememberer. I'm not like, I don't think about those all too often. Only like the very little intangible. They'll come up only when the time is necessary. I can't think of any. Did you know that you can use cow manure to grow plants? In fact, fun fact?
The one for the road.
Maybe. Is there truth in that?
Here comes Tiny.
The little brown particles that are on mushrooms that you get from the in-store are actually not dirt, but poop. Be sure to wash your vegetables. Is mushroom a vegetable? Is that one considered a vegetable? Bruh. Vegetable, bruh. Yeah, I guess. Because it's like a plant? But careful. Wash your mushroom. Yeah. I would scrape layers of that dirt off of that. Never managed to like wash those. I used to, and then when I got older, I'm like, there's always a little bit of crap, a little bit of shit everywhere.
Too bad.
If I'm eating by myself, I don't tend to overwash. Mushrooms are called vegetables, but they're technically separate. Oh yeah. Not as awesome fact, but still pretty awesome.
Whoa, baby.
It reminds me of the whole like thing about mammals and stuff. You remember those things? Like there's always like is it a reptile? Is it a mammal? Is it a fish? You know, it's just an animal. Just a... Yeah, we're kind of... Hey! Snore! Almost up with the stream. I'll do one more race, and then I'll be on my way. And stream tomorrow. Another 30-minute special. What is tomorrow's stream? We'll probably play some Switch. Yeah, boy. Play some new gaming. I rented a few things from Blockbuster Library. We'll play those up. Put it up on the big screen. Now this level? I just hovered over him for a second. I remember it fondly. Fun fact, you verse a boss on this level. That's what my fun facts would be. It's just like memories of things we all kind of know. Which one? Probably Pinstripe, but maybe another? Oh shoot. That would take a long time to get back up, depending on how far we are. You can't really tell. It looks like we're in the clouds. Oh damn. Being like the friggin' 7th place. We are not even doing the CTR mission. You gotta catch up. Shoot. Oh, you fucking polar. Get out of here, dude. He's already out of here. You see how I tried reaching for that speed boost? And he was just trying to pass by me, like, he was in last place. He was just trying to make his way through town. Oh man. He went honk honk. Is there honking in this game? I guess not. The one racing game that doesn't have honking. I was just inching my way over to it. I was crawling. Please. Are they putting in the remake? I guess because maybe there's more buttons. Future consoles. Like another. Like, what can we make C square? Yeah. We'll leave it unknown for now. Maybe we'll make it a honking button. What's your favorite PlayStation button? I'm asking, what's your favorite character in the Crash universe? The favorite button, guys? Tic-tac-toe, anybody? Oh, you like ow? Is that how you say it? Oh? As I'm looking at it, I think I used to favor one of them, but I can't mention it. That would just be too controversial. Because it's that one. Yeah, it's the one. Or it's either C square. Okay, come over here, best friend. I was gonna say here for the drifting campaign. Carefully. Take first place. Well then, mother mofos. Have a good night. Hope you enjoyed this two-parter stream of... It was just one stream, but whatever, it was many streams, and yeah, I can't hear the outro music. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Take care. And I'll do a raid. But all in all, it was just nice to play that. Hope you enjoyed little gameplay. So, Megoticious, I am raiding Smirky. He's doing a test Toontown stream. See you, dude. Have a good one. And, bye. That was the quickest outro. We still have a lot more to go. if you enjoyed tonight, come on back tomorrow. And the following day, we're gonna do a Minecraft rerun of streams I did. We'll do a Minecraft rerun stream. Gary? Coming soon. Wait, what do you mean, yup, I know? That's ominous. Hey. What does that mean? Yeah, slash the raid. What do you mean, yup, I know? That's cool, dude. Charmander Racing. So take care. Yeah, maybe do another CTR stream at the end of the month. But we probably won't finish and 120,000% it for a little while. And yeah, busy November, I would think. World Rally? Yeah, I could see doing it. I have it on GameCube. Remember unlocking all the characters and then just being finished with the game. Pac-Man Racing, just unlocking all the characters and then there was nothing else to do in it. You ever think about making a video game? You ever think about making a chat message video game that has giveaways and raffles in it? Think about it. It could be awesome. It could also be really shitty. I'm gonna go save my game. Take care, enjoy streaming of Smirky live. Good night, and talk soon. GG's. Yo! Chazarz. Good night. Have a good one. And, if anything else comes up, I'll tell you tomorrow. I was just kind of gaming. I didn't think of having enough material to say today. I hope you enjoyed either way. Either stream. Two of them. Little internet mishap is all that was. Hopefully that's just one file on the computer, on the YouTube. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be one good old Dingo of Destiny. Take care. Yeah, take care. Hey, by the way, take care. Also, shout out. By the way, take care. I raided, dude. You're supposed to not be here anymore, dude. Hey, let's do another raid. I almost raided from Smirky's chat because that always opens up in your I was about to say Audacity OBS thing. Their stream opens up, like replaces your chat. All right. Raid. Take care. And good night. Good night. Bye. See ya. Tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. Same time next week? Maybe. Same time today, but tomorrow. Alright, take care. Wait, Smirky's raid settings do not allow you to raid at this time? I raided him once, and then he turned it off. What the heck? Smirky. What do you think about Gary? Good night. Hey, by the way, good night. And take care. but also